So today we'll start the third chapter of class 6 history, and the third chapter is phases in 2. So first we'll start with the introduction of the chapter. As we read in our second chapter of history that Stone Age is classified into different phases. So we learned about Stone Age in our second chapter of history, in which we discussed that Stone Age is divided into different phases, mainly 3 different phases. And the first one is Paleolithic Age, the next one is Mesolithic Age, and the last one is Neolithic Age. So students, in the last stage of or last phase of Stone Age, that is Neolithic Age, different developmental changes took place, and these developmental changes changed the whole life of human beings, which we learn in this chapter. So in this chapter we learned that human began to settle down in one place and started farming. How humans started settle down at the same place and started farming. And during Neolithic Age, development, as I have told you, different developmental changes took place. So the developments are like herding, rearing, domestication, invention of wheel, and improved stone tools. And due to these different changes, these different developmental changes, this Neolithic Age is also known as Neolithic Revolution. Now we'll continue with the first topic of this chapter, and that is how did humans produce food. So in this topic we learned that how human beings learn about farming, how they learn to grow food grains. So first, around 12,100 years ago, many changes take place in climate, and these climate changes led to the development of grasslands. Major changes in climate of the world took place, which result in relatively warm conditions, and due to these warm conditions many grasslands developed and several grain bearing kinds of grasses. Which type of grass? Grain bearing, जिसमें अनाज थे, like wheat, barley and rice. They grew naturally in different parts of the subcontinent. These grain bearing grasses started growing in different parts of the continents, and human beings started collecting these food grains, and they learned where they grew. After that, this led to think about growing plants on their own. Now human beings started thinking that how they can grow all these food grains by their own. Now they also selected plants, the plants which are grain bearing, and the stalks of the plant which are strong. Stalks, what is the meaning of a stalk? Stalks means डंठल, मतलब उन्होंने ऐसे प्लांट्स को सिलेक्ट किया जिसमें ज़्यादा अनाज होता था और उसके जो स्टॉक्स थे वो भी स्ट्रॉन्ग होते थे. सीड्स ऑफ दीज सिलेक्टेड प्लांट्स वर प्रिजर्व, और इन सिलेक्टेड प्लांट्स के सीड्स को प्रिजर्व करते थे ताकि फ्यूचर में फिर से वो उसको ग्रो अप कर सके. द फर्स्ट सीरियल टू बी ग्रोन वर wheat, barley, tall trees, fig and oats. Started cultivating more crops over a period of time. They also constructed granaries. What is the meaning of granaries? Bhandar. What was the need of granaries? The need of granaries was to collect and store food grains so that they can use these food grains in future. Now our next one topic is herding and rearing animals. What is the meaning of herding and rearing? पशुचारण and पशुपालन. Now, in this topic, we'll learn, as I told you in introduction, that many developmental changes take place. So the first one was farming, like how did humans produce food, and the next one was herding and rearing. So herding and rearing of animals started when grasslands grew on the continents. जब continents पे grasslands हुए तो उसमें बहुत सारे animals भी develop होने लगे जो उस grasslands में ही छुप के रहते थे. Conditions which resulted in increase in number of animals that survived on grass, such as antelope, deer, goat, sheep, etc. So these animals developed in the grassland due to increase in the temperature, warm temperature. People now followed them. Human beings now started following these animals so that they can learn what the animals used to eat, what is the food habit of the animals, what is the breeding time of the animals. Breeding time, प्रजनन का समय, ताकि वो उनको पाल सकें. जब वो पशुओं के खाने के बारे में, उनके रहने के ढंग के बारे में सीख पाएं, तभी वो उनको पाल सकेंगे. It helped them to start thinking about herding, and now they start thinking about herding. Herding, and there is a difference between herding and rearing. So first we will know about herding, the action of bringing individual animals together into a group. अलग अलग, just like goat, buffalo and dog, different categories, अलग अलग animals को हम उनके अलग अलग groups में पालें, और ना सिर्फ पालना, उनको एक जगह से दूसरी जगह move करना, that is herding. And rearing is also of raising or breeding for their use. तो rearing process में भी हम animals को पालते हैं, लेकिन अपने use के लिए, use for farming, horses and dogs to care houses. So animals use on farms, profit, and also for their meat. These animals were reared. Fishing also became important to get food. They also domesticate animals such as sheep, goat, pig, etc. People also protected these animals from attack of other wild animals. Now the next one topic is domestication of animals. Now human beings started domesticating animals also. So humans started, gave some food grains or kept some food grains near their shelter, and when the animal came to eat the food, they used to catch them. They used to catch the animals and then domesticated them. Now domestication, as I told you, herding and rearing and domestication is almost similar to herding and rearing, but in domestication we used to keep the animal for different uses. यहाँ पे हम जानवरों को पालते हैं लेकिन अलग अलग यूज के लिए. Like domestication is the process of keeping animals for various uses but mainly farm related. So that time farming was the main occupation of the people. So animals were also domesticated mainly for farm related works. Eventually domesticated animals were different from wild animals. How wild animals were different from domesticated animals? So wild animals were different in aspects like, for example, the teeth. The horns of wild animals are usually much larger than those of domesticated animals. Animals which domesticated that time were donkeys, horses were domesticated for transportation and to plough the field. So mainly donkeys and horses were domesticated for transportation and plough. And sheep were also tamed to obtain wool. और sheep को उस समय पाला जाता था ताकि उनसे हमें वूल मिल सके, वूलन मटेरियल्स बनाने के लिए. And they domesticated the cow and goat to get continuously supply of milk. So dairy product was obtained from cow and goat. They also domesticated animals to make clothes from their skin. As I told you, example, sheep to obtain wool. Same as different animals were also domesticated to get clothes also. Now the next one topic is the invention of wheel. Now we finished two topics: herding, rearing, domestication, animal. Now the next one is invention of wheel. Early humans in the Paleolithic age learned or discovered that heavy and round objects could be easily moved. भारी और राउंड चीजें अपने से आप मूव कर सकती हैं by rolling them than heavy and irregular ones. राउंड आकृति की चीजें आसानी से मूव कर सकती हैं as compared to the irregular ones, मतलब जिनका आकार राउंड नहीं है या असामान्य है. This led to discovery of wheel and the rolling process gives the discovery of wheel by the early humans. The invention of wheel was an important achievement in the history of human civilization. And why invention of wheel was so important? Because it helped human beings in different ways. First, invention of wheel helped human beings in transportation. With the invention of wheel, they prepared wheel for pottery. So invention of wheel made easier the life of human beings, easier in many ways. First one, in transportation. Second, the potter's wheel was used to improve pottery making. They could get from one place to another much easier and faster because of the invention of wheel. They could also move bulky objects. भारी सामान को एक जगह से दूसरे जगह ले जाने के लिए उनको अभी बहुत easy हो गया था because of the invention of wheel. Later, the spinning wheel was made by people to spin thread. बाद में spinning wheel का इस्तेमाल किया गया थ्रेड बनाने के लिए, धागे बनाने के लिए, जिससे हम कपड़े बना सकते थे. So in this way, invention of wheel was very important in the life of human beings. Facts and informations. So as I have told you, due to important changes in Neolithic age is also termed as Neolithic Revolution. So the term Neolithic Revolution was coined by an Australian archaeologist named Gordon Childe in 1920s. People learned to measure time during this period. What was the need to learn time period? It was very important to learn time period to grow different crops in different seasons, because you know that different crops or food grains can be grow in different seasons. So it was very important to learn the time. According to their favorable seasons, crops were grown, which result in the introduction of first calendar. And this time period give the discovery of first calendar.